You work for a mid-sized company or a large company that's in the market for a new phone system, and you've heard that Zoom offers a phone system and you've heard of RingCentral, and you're wondering, are either one of these good for our mid to large size company? And if so, who's better? I'm gonna make a video on that and tell you all about it. My name is Mike Smith. I'm the president of AeroCom. Let's put our heads together on this. Hey, but if you'd like a quote or want to see a demo on Zoom Phone or RingCentral, don't call them directly. You're not gonna get the best pricing and you're not gonna talk to the best people if you do that. Instead, join the thousands of other IT departments who have used me to help their mid to large size company make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time. I'm a broker for all the major cloud phone system vendors out there, and I've been doing this for over 20 years. So I know the industry inside and out. I know the right people you should be talking to at these vendors. I'll also show you maybe some additional vendors that you might want to take a look at to compare side by side to RingCentral and Zoom. Call me, I'll introduce you to the right people, I'll get you the right pricing, and it'll be a lot smoother experience than if you try to do this alone. And the nice thing is, on top of all that, I don't charge your company anything for my broker services. The service providers pay me my broker fees. So no excuse not to at least reach out and see what I have to say. All right, do that, send me an email, give me a call, and then also subscribe to my YouTube channel to make sure you don't miss any of my future weekly videos that I put out. I put them out every single week. And go check out our website, AeroCominc.com, where you can browse service providers by feature. You can read reviews and write reviews on service providers, all kinds of cool stuff. Which is better, Zoom Phone or RingCentral? It's a big battle. Well, I can tell you, you're not really gonna go wrong with either service provider. I've got a lot of happy customers with both of them. They both do a pretty good job, but they're both a little different as well. And some of them are gonna be, either one of them are gonna be a better fit for your company or a worse fit for your company, depending on your company's requirements. So let me start with how they are similar. Both companies are global, both have a huge global reach. They can service a ton of different countries. Both are very stable companies. These service providers are not going anywhere. They have a large chunk of the marketplace, and they're investing a lot of money into R&D. In the next 5-10 years or so, these companies are going to be around. They're very stable. Also, both of them have very good service quality. They're known for that. They have good uptime, good call quality. You're not going to have all these technical issues with either of them. Also, both of them are known for having really good customer service. If you call them, you get the first tier, who knows what you're gonna get, but if you really have a problem, they're gonna be able to fix it. They both have good customer service. Both have very good integration. Both of them have open APIs, so they have pre-built integrations with all the major CRM systems out there like Salesforce, HubSpot, so they both do a really good job on that. Both of them also have a homegrown contact center application. They both can provide contact center solutions if your company has a call center. And both those solutions are not resold through another provider. They actually have built it from the ground up. It's their own solution on their own platform. And both solutions are self-service, meaning that you can add, remove, change users or any type of features, things like that on demand, which is nice. You're not having to call up the service provider and start a ticket to add or remove a user, that type of thing. So self-service for both of them. Okay, now let's talk about the areas of differentiation. In my opinion, this is how these two service providers, or these two solutions differ. Number one, which conferencing platform is your company using today? Are you guys using Zoom a lot for conferencing, or are you using Teams a lot today, or maybe something else? That's where they're going to be a little bit different. So if your company's using Zoom a lot today, obviously Zoom Phone is going to be an easier fit for you guys in a lot of ways. A little bit differently, if you're using Teams for a lot of instant messaging and conferencing a lot today, maybe you're going to want to look into the Teams dialer plugin with both service providers. So both service providers offer the ability to have what they call a dialer plugin, which means that inside Teams, you're gonna see a little icon for Zoom or RingCentral inside your Teams app on the left-hand sidebar, and you can click on it, and in the center of Teams pops up all your features to make calls, receive calls with Zoom or RingCentral. So you can essentially operate Zoom or RingCentral inside the Teams app. Now, I would say RingCentral, their Teams dialer is probably a tiny bit better than Zoom's, but it's close. So, and Zoom's really trying hard to catch up and add a couple of the features that they're missing. So by the time you watch this video, it might be a dead heat on that. But as of right now, I'd say RingCentral's got a little bit of an edge on that. Okay, pricing. When you first glance at pricing from Zoom Phone or RingCentral, it's gonna look like, if you go to their websites, it's gonna look like Zoom Phone is a lot less expensive. But I can tell you, for a medium to large size company, once you start getting into the pricing, the actual licensing cost is gonna be very similar. However, Zoom Phone has an advantage. They don't have some extra fees that RingCentral does, these other fees. RingCentral has fees that are called cost recovery or administrative fees, which are $3.99 per user, plus an E911 fee, which is about $1 a user. So it's about $5 per month in extra fees for RingCentral as opposed to Zoom. Now, those aren't their licensing features. You're gonna see that in a different category of pricing under extra fees. So in that way, Zoom has a pricing advantage. Contact center, I mentioned earlier, both have a contact center platform, but their contact center platforms are a little different. And to get into the differences, I'd have to do 5 different hour-long videos on this. So I can't really get into the differences because it really is going to depend on what your company needs for your contact center requirements. What features are the most important to you? And going through a demo of their contact center platforms and seeing how these features really work, how the integrations with contact center maybe is working with your CRM. There's a lot of different ways the contact center platforms can differ, but it's really going to depend on what your company's requirements are. So that is an area of differentiation between Zoom and RingCentral. Now, lastly, a couple little extras that are differentiation between the two. Number one is Zoom offers unlimited storage for call recording on their normal UCaaS or their phone system platform. So if you're recording calls for your phone system, Zoom offers unlimited storage for call recording. So that's pretty big if you're doing a lot of call recording and needing to store it. And then on the side of RingCentral, RingCentral offers some extras that Zoom doesn't have in terms of like SMS or email or text broadcast marketing platforms. So if your company wants to do a lot of email marketing or SMS marketing, they want to do some type of broadcast, they can actually do that through RingCentral, and you can consolidate that down on one platform. Zoom does not have the ability to do that at this time. Okay, so that's my breakdown. What other questions do you have? Are you a medium to large size company and you have other questions on Zoom versus RingCentral? Reach out and contact me. Again, don't reach out and contact these providers directly. You're not going to get as good of experience. You're not going to get as good of pricing. Instead, contact me. I'll make sure you talk to the right reps at these vendors. If you're a mid-sized company, this is my expertise. I will make sure you get the best pricing. Join the thousands of other IT departments who have used me to help them make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time, quoting these two providers or alternatives to these two providers. So send me an email, give me a call. I'm a broker for all the major systems out there. I've been doing this for over 20 years and I know the industry inside and out, and I know some things that you probably need to know. All right, so send me an email, give me a call. I'd love to help you. Also, don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future weekly videos that I put out. And go check out our website, aerocominc.com. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.